and move on. Our first speech of the day is Kurt Berberich, and he's going to do a speech on the history of scouting. Kurt?
Actually, I changed it just a little bit. It was going to be the history of scouting, but it's more around the history of scouting and Cub Scout awareness. So it's kind of all incorporated. My name is Kurt Berberich, and I happen to currently be a Cub Scout master for Pack 560 in Westerville. And I was involved in scouting when I was a child, and my dad was a Boy Scout leader. And I've got my nephew in Scouts, and my kids will be going into Scouts. And I'm amazed at how many people aren't aware of the scouting program and maybe some of the benefits of it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about scouting and how it got started. It actually got started when William Boise was over in London, and it was a very foggy day, and a young boy helped him across the street, and he was very appreciative and helped him with directions and helped him get around, and was very appreciative of it. And he was so impressed with this boy because he didn't take any money. He just said, "Hey, I'm doing this because I'm a scout," and he didn't really know what a scout was at the time because they didn't have that in America. So he brought that over in February 8th of 1910 and incorporated the Boy Scouts of America. So it all kind of got started by him being helped by a boy that didn't need any reason to do it. He wasn't doing it for money, he was doing it to help out. So that started this long, and it's over 100 years old now, around the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts. So you can start when you enter first grade, and it really helps build a lot of character values for the children. So some of the 10 things of the purpose of scouting is character development, spiritual growth, good citizenship, sportsmanship and fitness, family understanding, respectful relationships, personal achievement, friendly service, fun and adventure, and preparation for Boy Scouts. So those are just kind of the purposes of scouting, and there's a lot behind each one of them. And there's a whole program that takes you from first grade all the way up through to entering the Boy Scouts and transitioning over to the Boy Scouts that builds on those characters. Some of the methods that they use for doing that is living the ideals. So you actually have a Cub Scout promise that all the Cub Scouts learn, and I'm going to recite that promise. The first thing is, I promise to do my best. So it's all about just trying and doing your best. To do my duty to God and my country, to help other people, and to obey the law of the pack. So with scouting, it's called a pack. So your whole Cub Scout group is a pack that does things together as a pack, and it's broken down into dens, which is by age group. And a lot of what you're doing is helping the pack grow. You're helping that sense of community and do those things that help kind of instill some of those values. And another thing that all the Cub Scouts learn is basically the law of the pack. And so what Cub Scouts is trying to do is start to set some of those values and characteristics by having some mottos and some laws that people will all know what they mean and follow. The law of the pack is the Cub Scout follows a Kayla. A Kayla is a good leader. So the parent is a Kayla. Your teacher is a Kayla. The Cub Scout master and the den leaders are a Kayla. So you're following a Kayla, and they're your mentor to help guide you through things. The Cub Scout helps the pack go. It also helps the pack grow and provides goodwill. So what that means is you guys are doing things as a unit to help the whole entire pack grow and accomplish goals and do things to help each other kind of raise the bar to the next level. So those are just a few of the things kind of inherent inside of Cub Scouts that I wanted to mention before I get into a lot of the activities and the methods of going through the Cub Scouts. So you're belonging to a den, you belong to a team, you succeed as a team, you do activities as a team, you go to campouts, you set up tents, you do activities. You're doing that all as a den and a group, so it kind of helps you tie into teamwork and things that will help you later on in life. We use achievement to help encourage the kids along. There's a lot of different ways to do the achievements. There's rank advancements. Once you learn a certain amount of things, you can advance to the next level. There's a lot of belt loops that you can wear for sports activities and things that you've achieved. So there's a whole advancement program that helps encourage the kids to keep raising the bar and progressing forward. Involvement of family and home. This is the big one. A lot of it, the Cub Scout itself, they can't do it alone. It's the parent, it's the den leaders, it's the Cub Scout master. Everyone's helping them along. There's a lot of activities that you can do inside the program that you may not even think of. So one of the neat things is you can look at this program and go, gee, I've never gone geocaching. I've never heard of it before. I don't know what this means, but I can read about it and hey, that sounds like fun. And we'll try that with my son and go out and do something new that they've never done before. So it helps give you ideas and explore new areas that you may not come up with on your own. Participation in activities. We go to football games, hockey games, fire stations, police stations. We do tours of the radio stations, TV stations, where you get behind the scenes looks at all these things. So there's a lot of participation and activities and things that you can do that the kids might not experience through school programs and other things. So it's a good, diverse area of getting you experience in areas that you would not normally have experience in. Serving the home and neighborhood. We do community projects every year. Anything for scouting for food, which is where we go out and give out bags for individual homeowners to donate food. Then we come back through, we collect that, and we give that to a food shelter. We may do activities and things for helping the church and the local schools, and it's that sense of community and giving back to the community. Everybody wears a uniform, so it's kind of shows that you're belonging to a group, a pack, something that's more than yourself. And then making connections with friends and helping each other mature and grow, sharing your knowledge. A lot of the older kids in the pack that are 5th and 6th graders can help the 1st and 2nd graders do things that they might not have been able to do on their own. So there's a mentorship kind of built in. So those are just some of the things that you can experience through a program like Cub Scouts. Once you go from Cub Scouts, you'll transition into Boy Scouts, which you become more and more independent and more responsibilities put on your shoulders. And it kind of preps you for a lot of things that you're going to encounter in life. And I don't think a lot of people really realize what all goes into the program. So I wanted to try to raise some awareness, at least get you to go, I've got someone that's in elementary school. If they're outside of elementary school, then they could enter the Boy Scouts. And just get you to go, well, there's a lot of places to go out and research it on the internet, and you can talk to a local den and see if it's something that your child or nephew or grandson might be interested in. Another thing that we do, at least in our pack, is 4 times a year we go camping, and there's family campouts, so you can invite everybody. I mean, we have grandparents show up, we have brothers, sisters, and we do things as a family pack as well. So there's a lot of opportunities to do things as a family that you might not normally do. So with that, just kind of wanted to help raise the awareness of the Cub Scout program, and hopefully it's something that you guys will look into if you have an opportunity. Is there any questions you'd like to take? Thank you.